Okay, it says we're live, so I guess we're live. So bear with me there for a minute, and we'll post up to the social medias and stuff, and let people know about the gravy in the house. We got gravy in this house, Mama. Yeah, Mama, I like your gravy sauce. Ain't no Mountain Dews in there for you little dudes. Ain't no Mountain Dews for yous in there. Alright, and come back over here. Let me whip this out. And so we can post to Twitches, or well, copy it and then post it to Twitches and shit. Figures, as soon as we go live, he's gonna roll out. Figures. It fucking figures though, dude. I'll see you later, jerk. Oh, fuck. Not just the link. Copy it all. Copy it all. Tweet, tweet, tweet-ee-dee-dee, tweet-ee-dee-dee-dee-dee. One more left to go. And, ooh, hello, Christy. Mm-hmm. There we go. Good afternoons to you, my pharaohs, dude. What is it? What is it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Christy is a smoking motherfucker. For real. Alright, let me get this stubbed out and take a couple fucking bong rips. And this thing is getting near the bottom, so hopefully we don't finish it off before the live stream ends, because I don't want to take time to have to sit here and break up more. Cheers. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Cheers. Oh, by the way, we got a special guest today. It's Aubrey Kate. Hello, Aubrey Kate. Welcome to the show. How's it feel to be on the House of Gravy? And give me a silent treat. Oh, fuck you. Baby, I love you. Dumb. Cheers. I keep wanting to look up. I'm like, on that camera. Shit. Oh. Somebody came in and rolled out. Ooh. Ooh. Nice. Oh, shit. Oh, it looked like I was fading into the space for a second. Whoa, it looked like I was fading into space. Dude. Cheerios, my dudes. Oh. Gotta finish off my milk. Gotta finish off my milk. Oh. Oh, shit. Shooba-deeba-dabba-dooba-dop. Alright, I'm gonna catch my breath real quick by taking a sip of John Cena Dew. And smoking a John Cena cigarette. GTO style. Well, I guess technically it's a cigar. But whatever. little dude is running wild in there. He's like, they live, so it's time for me to, run by. So it's been a weird week. I haven't gotten nearly as much, or I haven't gotten as much done as I wanted to do this week. But and I did film the Shore VR, but it's probably gonna be a weird video because it was a lot of it was me just like walking around trying to figure out what the fuck I'm doing, and there was like a lot of dropped frames because playing it on Steam VR and then air linking it to the Quest, and I guess my computer's not as up to snuff for the game as I was hoping, which actually puts a little bit of worry in my mind for doing the Lust VR on the House of Perv. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out, and hopefully, I don't know. I'm half tempted to not buy the Lust for Darkness game if I'm gonna just have to deal with lost frames the whole time. But anyway, I had to stop because I don't know, maybe after an hour or so, just because I was sweating profusely and like getting nauseous and honestly a little bit annoyed at all the dropped frames. But I'm gonna probably edit it and upload it anyway and just see how it goes. But I also, I've still got the video for this thing to edit and upload, produce, all that gravies. And I also, after the thing with the Shore VR, I also went ahead and did what's going to be one of two Epic Roller Coasters videos. So I did the first row of all of the add-on roller coasters. And I did, I think, two of them. I did the shooter mode, which was fun as hell. And, that whole fucking thing is just a blast. Epic Roller Coasters is... Epic Roller Coasters is the shit. Epic Roller Coasters is still one of my favorite things in VR. And I started Epic Roller Coasters all the way back in Gear VR. I've been a fan of Epic Roller Coasters for a long, long time. I think it was the Gear VR. It was either the Gear VR or the, maybe it was the Oculus Go, but I think it was the Gear VR. But at any rate, that's what I've got. That's what I got filmed this week, and I guess I'll be going into editing for that this week. What's going on over here? Yeah, so I'm also fixed it up and finally managed to get the Xbox streaming from the living room to back here. So, I can do some whatever's anything really that's available on the Xbox Game Pass that's not available on the cloud but available on console. I can download it, install it onto my console, and then stream it back here. As a matter of fact, I was going to shoot a video of a episode, I guess, on my universe mode for WWE 2K19. But that might have to go up on the House of Perv, just because there's some NSFW elements to it. I mean, it's not really obviously an NSFW type of game, but some of the arenas that I downloaded have some not safe for work type elements, and some of the characters that I downloaded and or created from scratch, I've got both, as well as a few, maybe a couple of the original roster that I changed the outfits to like make the top see-through and like put like little nipples on her and stuff like that. Uh, so if I upload footage from the 2K19, I know it's an old game now, but that's still the game that I play the most on the Xbox. But yeah, so if I upload gameplay footage for that, it's probably gonna have to go up on the House of Perv, um, just because of those elements. Uh, but the good thing with the thing with the Shure VR is that I had bought the bundle because the bundle was, it was like 40 cents more to get the flat version with the VR version than it would have been to just get the VR version. So the flat version is available to play through the cloud on GeForce One or GeForce Now, whatever it's called, through my Shield. So I don't have to rely on my computer not being quite fast enough or whatever. I know the VR ran mostly fine except for the dropped frames. So the flat version would probably run just fine. I haven't tried it, but it plays through the cloud on GeForce Now. So, it like links up to my Steam and then plays it through the cloud. So, um, we'll run through it in the flat version at some point and play it because that should be, fairly smooth. And there's a lot more. I played just like about a minute of the flat version, to test, playing it on the Shield. And it looks like there's, more to it, like voiceovers and kind of stuff like that. So, that's cool. And what else? Yeah, so I'll probably do some flat game play stuff too. Hey, sick of sick of this view yet? I'll cut back to the other one. Uh, Got Gizmo and Stripe hanging out in the back. Uh, but yeah, so this week is pretty much going to be editing, and then I guess after that, the live stream next week, then we'll do another week of filming and stuff. And I'm probably going to wait to do the other half of the epic roller coasters, just, give it a little bit of space and, get some stuff in between it and all that stuff. So, yeah, and the, shit, what was I going to say? Yeah, fuck, what was the other thing that I wanted to do? Oh yeah, the Star Wars pinball. I think I'm still gonna do the T for God, but I think the next one is gonna be the Star Wars pinball, just because I like that one, and that I can still do that one sitting down. That one's easy enough to do sitting down. But and I just kind of want to show it off because the Star Wars pinball is fucking fun. There's several different tables on it, so we can go through at least a few of them. And yeah, and there's some other stuff I want to do. I'm kind of tempted to just go ahead and start filming some stuff for House of Perv, but I don't know if we're not able to get the if we're not able to do the Lust for Darkness game. I don't know. I kind of still want to do the porn reaction videos, but I don't know how much of clips I'll be able to create safe enough for YouTube. But of course, still have to wait for me to get a home media server. So that I can provide links for, a full version of videos. But, some porn reaction stuff would be kind of fun. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got going on right now. Not a whole lot going on. Sitting at home playing Nintendo. Well, not really Nintendo, but you know, just sitting at home playing with myself. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I guess we should touch on our friend Louie. You know, that really bummed me the fuck out because we've been losing people like crazy here lately. I mean, Betty White, then uh, Meatloaf, and then Louis Anderson right after that. And then on top of those, one of my dad's really good friends passed away. And, you know, my sister in law's brother passed away. And it's just like, holy fuck, man. But, Louis Anderson was a special fucking dude. you know, it's not often that you find somebody as funny and, well, I'll say, I guess, just famous as he was. Um, that was still, I mean, there's a few out there, don't get me wrong. I mean, um, Cassandra Peters is a really good example, but, just so nice and friendly. Um, just all of Louis, just an all around good dude. And Mama Baskets up here in the corner, that was my favorite Louis Anderson role of all time, because he modeled his character, and because he modeled his character, and he said that he played his character to be his mother, so that it's like a character modeled after his own mother, and as a tribute to his mother, and there was so much in that show that I could, really relate to. Not it. My mom wasn't really like Mama Baskets per se, but the relationship, that was there as far as like always fucking up, like the way that him and his brother, the Chip and Dale, like got in a fight and basically broke the house, ripped the toilet out, the cat got out and ran off, and the house when she came home, the floor was covered in toilet water, piss and shit and all that gravy. And well, I guess not so gravy, if you know what I'm saying. But um, you know, and so disappointed and frustrated and everything, and continued to love and support her children regardless. You know, um, that was kind of me coming up. Not as much in my mom's later years, but growing up, I was always a fuck up. you know, Getting into trouble, going to jail, having to come pick me up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I was riding around with some drunk people in Waynesboro that stole a car, and confiscating my backpack that was full of homemade pipes and shit. Uh, Good times, but I fucked up a lot, and she continued to love and support me unconditionally and 100%, regardless. And so I really related, to that aspect of the character. But yeah, and that's about all that's been going on. That really bummed me out, man. Louis Anderson was fucking 100% legendary. So, cheers to Louis. Whew. And oh, I did get a couple new porn subscriptions, but I seriously doubt you guys want to hear about that. So I'll only talk about that stuff when asked. I promise. Maybe. Until we go to House of Perv, you know, we'll probably do a couple live streams on the House of Perv, and then I will talk about porn freely. And now I'm sick of this shot. I'm indecisive, so you know what? Let's go over here. How you guys doing over here? I see you. Is this thing on? Can you see me? Am I John Cena over here? We're live and over here. We're live and over here. Just cycle through my cameras. You want to see something kind of cool? Yo, I'm up in the back. I'm up in the back eating snacks. Yo, who this? Hold on. Bear with me for a second here as I fix that. There we go. Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of those, you know, with free content, but the selection of, I mean, I've got Pornhub Premium, and all that stuff too, but the thing about VR videos is that the selection of free stuff for the VR is nowhere near as diverse and big as, you know, like regular 2D flat videos. And the quality is nowhere near as good. Like the, you know, most of the free videos usually top out sometimes at as low as 1080p, and in VR, 1080p is not so gravy. Maybe. I don't know, Pilgrim. So right now you gotta be asking yourself, did I subscribe to one new site? Did I subscribe to 2 new sites? Did I subscribe to 3 new sites? Do I feel splurgy, punk? Well, do I? I do. I subscribed to 3. 100. But I think I'm going to alternate, but start alternating between them, because I had been just doing SLR, and SLR has an amazing selection. They really do, but it's there's, you know, a lot of stuff that you can't find on there, and that you can find with other sites. So kind of what I'm thinking is, like the bundle that I subscribed to now, or just subscribed to, was $25 for 2 sites for the first 30 days, and then it's $30 after that. So what I'm kind of thinking is most these different companies like that have the same kind of bundles available, so I could just alternate and, you know, try to keep it under $30 a month, because you know, I'm poor people's over here. I fucking love porn, but, you know, I can't pay I can't pay $40 and up every month for porn. And I want to support the performers. I want to support the producers and everything, but you know, I have to go discount porn shopping. I have to go discount porn shopping. Now, when it comes to flat videos, you know, I don't need to pay extra for any of that stuff when I've got Pornhub Premium and Spank Bang and, X videos if I'm feeling a little bit dark. you know, there's some really dark stuff on X videos. But, you know, yeah. But there's a lot of niche stuff, especially, when you start looking for like trans porn and stuff like that. There is now nowhere near as much stuff available for free as there is for VR. But, the biggest thing aside from the selection is the quality, because that's what I was saying earlier and, kind of trailed off there. But, there is a good little bit of free stuff like on Spank Bang, that some of it is 4K ish. It's listed as 4K, and I mean, I guess it is 4K, but it's really heavily compressed 4K. And the you can the human eye can really barely tell the difference between 4K and 1080p, even on like a big 70-inch screen. But when you start getting more than that, though, it starts making a bigger and bigger difference. And when you're in VR, I mean, the screen's only like, yay big. It's not big. But it's, it's like that far from your eyes. And so it looks huge. And when you're that close, and you can see like every little pixel, sometimes even 4K is not enough, because like when you see somebody like a few feet away from you, they start to get a little more blurry and, a little sketch, and to make it harder, a lot of the stuff might even be as low as 30 frames a second, or, a lot of times at best 60 frames a second. And again, in VR, all of that stuff makes such a big difference. And, but, with some of these sites, like the ones I just subscribed to, they have some videos as much as 8K with 120 hertz and, or 120 frames per second, I mean. And, I only subscribed like a couple days ago, I think it's been now. And, so I've already watched several videos. And, they look good. The videos look really, really good. So, yeah. Maybe I'll go ahead and do some reaction videos for a couple of those, and just like get it ready for the House of Perv when the House of Perv, we're on camera, when the House of Perv is ready and all that. Oh, Pharaoh, I am sorry, your comment, oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's the the selection is, when you're used to the huge, the infamously huge selection of regular 2D flat porn, and then you go into VR porn looking for that kind of selection, even when you're paying for it, it's not there. But the paid selection is, and the quality of the selection is much better with some of the paid ones. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some of the paid ones that are, not going to be worth the money at all, or just straight rip-offs. But SLR is really good. The VR Bangers is really good. VR Bangers Trans is really good. Um, the problem with VR Banger Trans, though, is just that there's not much. Well, not really. I was trying to not get this deep on, outside of the House of Perv, but whatever. Just warning ahead for the next 30, or, well, the next minute or whatever. But there's not a whole lot of bottom videos on VR Banger Trans. And, you know, um, I mean, I enjoy all of it, but I'd like to see more selection on that. And if you're looking for, like off the wall stuff, like those, what do you call them, like the balloon videos and stuff like that, you're probably going to have a hard time finding those too. And as a matter of fact, I was looking for more like femboy kind of stuff. And I haven't really found much of that anywhere at all. Take me to femboy Hooters, baby. That's all that's all I'm really asking for. That's all I'm asking for. A girl I can hold and kiss, and that's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for. We had a little bit, now we want a little more. I don't need it every morning. Every evening it'd be just fine. But yeah, it's not as much selection. I could have just summed that whole thing up and just kept it at that. There's not as much selection. Well, that's fucked up, Pop. What up, Pops? I see you down there. I'm good, my dude. I don't know what the fuck you just said to me, little dude, but, 'cause you retracted it, but what's up, my dude? I'm good. How are you? I guess we're talking about porn today. One of my favorite subjects, though. I mean, if I'm gonna be 100, I guess this is a House of Perv preview. We'll definitely have more conversations like this on the House of Perv. As a matter of fact, just for to go ahead and reference it up for anybody that's watching this now or might watch this next week or didn't see last week or whatever. I'm going to oh shit, is that right? Yeah. I'm going to repost the link down in the live chat of the House of Perv. We haven't posted any videos up on it yet, but there's the link right down there if you want to stay updated for when we do make some videos for it. Miss Spell, I don't think I've ever heard of her. Yeah. Who the fuck was it I was talking to kind of recently? He was talking about, having that they miss having dumb phones like the flip phones and shit, but just the terminology they used, the dumb phone. Although I don't know why the fuck you'd ever want to go back to the flip phones, because hell yeah, thanks, my dude. I probably will go ahead if I find the time, maybe even this week between edits or something, go ahead and just do like a porn reaction video. Get it ready for the House of Perv. whenever I get my home media server set up. Maybe I'll do that WWE 2K19 gameplay stuff for the channel, or for that channel, this week too. Who knows? We'll see. But we're probably not gonna be live, or we're probably not gonna stream for too long today. But I'm gonna close off the stream today with a little bit of something special. So now that I got a few of yous here, I'm gonna just go ahead and show you what we got to choose from, so everybody can get their votes in, and we're gonna take a dab at the end of the stream. So this is what I got to choose from. I got some pink rosé, some Kimbo Kush, and some Zookies. What would you like to see me dab a little bit later on? Yeah, that's a big conundrum for me, because, if I do end up buying it, I'm not going to pre-order it, because I got suckered into that shit, with the 2K20, and I've been buying the WWE video games every, every release. Wrong camera again. Every release from, hell yeah, that Kimbo is fucking fire. But I've been buying every WWE release video game, at least for a PlayStation. Well, no, I had that one for the GameCube too. But since what was it? Here Comes the Pain, I think. And every year, at least since they started doing the SmackDown versus Raw, I'd pre-order them. And when I bought the Switch, that was my first big disappointment. Was I bought the 2K19 for the Switch, and that Switch port was miserable. So then when they opened up the pre-orders for the 2K20 as normal, I went ahead and I pre-ordered it. I bought the what was it? Not the collector's pack, but the deluxe bundle that included all the extra bonus content, the pre-order stuff, and all of that too. No, I'm still on the Xbox One S. And the Shield, and the Quest 2, or the Quest 2. But I don't know how, but somehow the 2K20 for the Xbox One S was every bit as bad, if not worse, than the 2K19 was on the Nintendo Switch. Oh yeah, I've got the Nintendo Switch too. And I've got a couple of the older consoles too. I've still got a PlayStation 2 and a GameCube. I got a PS1 too, but there's no point in even breaking out the PS1 because I got the PS2. But I digress, yeah. So I'm definitely not going to pre-order it, but I'm also kind of boycotting the WWE right now. So, if I buy their video game, then I'm going to be breaking that boycott. So I'm really torn on that one. Yeah, for sure, man. Honestly, us people that pre-ordered 2K20, we ought to get, if not free, at least a heavy discount for the 2K22. Because, that was bullshit. We were ripped the fuck off. I was out there in front of Dino's again, standing in the freezing cold for 3 hours waiting for dude to come back with my bag. For, what was it, like $10 worth of weed. That's how that 2K20 felt. Except he brought it back and it just turned out that it was tobacco and not weed. That's how it felt. But, you know, also still feel like I can't support the WWE in any way, shape, or form, um, because of, well, WWE's bullshit. Um, yeah. I tried to, I couldn't run more than a fatal four way. If I tried to run a 5-way match, a 6-way match, or the 8-way match, especially, the game would crash every single time. You know, in the SmackDown versus Raw, then the WWE 2K games, none of them were free from glitches. All of them had a bunch of glitches, but the glitches were manageable, at least in my opinion, you know, and not like game breaker types of glitches. But this shit, man, was just bad. And it was, you know, having the game constantly crash. And then what was it, like 3 months or something we had to wait before we got our pre-order bonus of The Fiend. Um, it was just, the story mode was pretty cool though. I'll give them that. The story mode on that one was pretty cool. But the way they changed the gameplay controls pissed me off bad, because I was so used to that, like the R trigger, the right trigger release system. And then they switched it to the fucking, well, I was going to call it triangle, but I'm not on PlayStation anymore, so it's the Y button or whatever. You know, I was like PS3 and PS4 until I got my Xbox. But yeah. There's just not enough bad things you can say about WWE 2K20. It was terrible. As a wise man once said, it was terrible. You know, and the bad thing that pisses me off is just the worst thing about it, at least in my opinion, is that's like the 2K, the WWE video games are the only ones that I feel like I'm actually somewhat good at, you know, because I suck at video games pretty bad. I mean, I can dominate on like Madden and even MLB The Show and the NBA 2K as long as I'm playing on rookie mode. as soon as I step out of that rookie mode, baby, I get my ass handed to me every fucking time. But the WWE game, the 2K19, you know, I play on Legend difficulty on that and still winning almost every match. Yeah, that shit looks dope, but again, you know, I might just stick on my 2K19 because I really don't want to give the WWE any of my business. You know, I don't want to give them any of my money. My boycott has been a slow thing because it started with the Saudi Arabia shows, and then, you know, it started out as just a boycott of any shows that they did in Saudi Arabia. And then it ended up morphing into that I wouldn't subscribe to the network and I wouldn't buy any WWE merchandise, but I'd still watch it on TV and all that. And now it's pretty much, for a while now, it's been just a total boycott of WWE. I'm not watching their shows. I'm not buying anything that they're putting out. The 2K22, though, is extremely tempting for me. You know, and again, those are the only video games that I feel I'm actually any good at. You know, because I could play it on Legend difficulty and I'm still whooping ass, or at least for the most part. Rookie mode for that is like playing that, what was that game I just played on Xbox Game Pass because I thought it was going to be like Mario Kart. It was like a kid's game. I think it was like Ryan's something racing, or something like that. And it was a little bit like playing the WWE games on easy. It's kind of like playing that game to me. It's just like, well, fuck. There's if it's too easy for me, god damn, man, that's fucking easy. Because of business practices mostly. Um, the Saudi Arabia thing was, it's been a gradual opening of the eyes thing for me with the WWE. I first started recognizing it with the Chris Benoit tragedy, when they revealed that he had CTE and all of the brain damage that he had suffered and after all of those concussions. And then when the results came out, Vince McMahon was extremely candidly, if that sounds right, he was very candidly surprised and caught off guard by those results. And it was obvious he had no idea that one of his workers, after taking all of those concussions on top of concussions on top of concussions, like, where the fuck were the CT scans at that whole time? I started, gathering enough information to see WWE's wellness program has a very long history of being a total joke. You know, and they don't get the workers don't get health benefits. And then when they started doing the Saudi show, and the first one I was with, but I was gonna give it a chance. And then they came on the air praising the Saudi royal family, like, what was it they said? Oh, they're so, saying that they were so progressive and everything because now they let women drive cars. But they fail to tell you that women could drive cars if a man was present. And if they get caught out in public without a man, they might get stoned or something, and not in the good way, or something like that. And yeah, it's so bad, and but then after the Saudi killed that journalist, and then the WWE went back to do another show and signed a new contract with them. And, I'm like, that's when I decided I was going to boycott the Saudi shows. And then, what was it? Oh, yeah, when it came to light, the, what do you call it? The independent contractor contracts, like, they can't work anywhere else. They can't have their own sponsorship deals, their own side hustles and everything, So they're being treated like exclusive employees, and yet they're hired as independent contractors so that Vince doesn't have to provide health care and benefits and, pensions, anything like that, worker rights kind of stuff. And then what was it, a couple years ago or something, and they went and did that show again in Saudi Arabia, and the Saudis decided to basically take the plane of WWE performers hostage, holding it on the tarmac, something about a dispute between them and Vince. And Vince, Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman all jumped on private jets and flew home, while Vince's workers were stranded on the tarmac for hours, basically being held hostage by the Saudi royal family. And that was bad enough. And then they announced that this was, I think, about the same time that they released Bray Wyatt, or Wyndham Rotunda, and which was by far my favorite performer they had. And But that would have tempted me to full boycott by itself. But then they announced that they were going back to Saudi Arabia after they held his workers hostage a couple years prior. They go back to Saudi Arabia to do another show. Like, you might as well just go back to, what was it, North Korea with Eric Bischoff in the WCW back in the day, you know? Why not? Yeah. You know, I mean, I champion human rights, worker rights, consumer safety, consumer rights, you know, all of that progressive shit. You know, Ralph Nader is, if I have any like real political heroes, the two absolute top are Ralph Nader and Jimmy Carter. You know, and so it's, you know, it's like Chick-fil-A. You know, I'd be 100% honest in that I loved Chick-fil-A's food. But when I found out that they were not so privately funding these anti-hate groups that go into other countries and literally physically bully and attack, assault people for being gay and shit like that, like, I can't, you know, I'm not going to go there and eat after I find that shit out. Oh shit, our little spam bot dude is back. Just a reminder, do not click on this motherfucker's link, but you know. Thanks for caring enough to spam me, baby. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I guess we've made it. That's 3 weeks in a row we've been spam botted. You know, we big time now, baby. Cheers to that in my John Cena bong. Hoo hoo. Mm-hmm. Hooty hoo hoo hoo. Yeah. I think they're like all over, man. I'm like, who? I kind of feel, you know, left out that we don't get any like real trolls on here. Maybe it's because like the way that the troll comments have been in my yeah, AEW is the shit. AEW they actually have basically unionized wrestlers over there, you know, and performers are given creative freedoms and you know, medical care. You know, who would have ever thought that a professional wrestler or a professional athlete of any kind should get medical benefits? You know, who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk that shit? But yeah, if you're watching any trolls out there, you know, come on by, baby, hang out. I don't mind being called a fat fuck, you know. I'll say it back. Thank you, fat fuck. I'm a big fat fuck. But yeah, AEW is my shit. And unfortunately, I can't watch AEW right now for a completely different reason. The same reason, right? I can't watch AEW or Impact right now for the same reason, because I don't have any apps or streaming services that carry TNT or TBS. I had Sling and something else. Was it Fulu or Fubu or something like that carried it for a while? Or no, it wasn't Fubu didn't carry it. It was another one that I had tried that carried it. But it was I'm a big fat fuck. Fuck you guys, I'm going home. um, but it was, yeah. But yeah, but those services are like, oh yeah, it was Hulu and YouTube TV that has it. Um, but it's it's out of it's out of my budget. It's just out of my budget. Yeah, I see some of them on there, and like some of the what's it, the dark. Sometimes, god damn it, and the same with NWA. I missed the regular uploads of NWA Power before the pandemic started. Man, the NWA was the shit, man. Where they had the old school WCW Saturday night feel with the blue ring and everything, It's like, holy fucking shitballs. Well, I mean, I guess that was also the thing back with Crockett Promotions and all that shit back in the day. But, it was extremely retro, nostalgic, and good wrestling, high talented performers and everything, and Billy Corgan did both the right and the wrong thing. When the pandemic hit, it was more the right thing than it was the wrong thing. It's just that it was the wrong thing because as a business, it hurt them. But it was the right thing to do because, I mean, we're dealing with a deadly virus out there, send everybody home. I know it sucks to hear and think about, but, a lot of people were out of work, including those performers, but it was the right thing to do. No. Most of my gaming is usually limited to a certain types of things, but like mostly sports games and shit, just because like with a lot of the action games, like I used to love the fuck out of some Grand Theft Auto, but I had to use cheat discs for those. I can't make it hardly nowhere in none of those games without cheat discs. I suck. But then they took away our cheat discs. But with a lot of the retro stuff, there's some of the retro stuff that I like to play, but a lot of it I get nostalgic for, like Super Mario Brothers or, Sonic the Hedgehog, or going all the way back. Fuck, I loved E.T. on the Atari 2600. I'm probably the only person alive to admit that, but I loved E.T. And I thought E.T. was easy as fuck, baby. I play that shit 4 times a day and beat it every time. But I try to play stuff like that now, and it doesn't feel the same, and it just kind of makes me want to go back to playing something that looks better. 100. I get nostalgic for the shit, but then when I actually go back and play it, but there are some exceptions to that. Like I downloaded ROMs for some of the old Mario Party games onto my Shield, and they're not running the best, but it's fun to go back and play those old Mario Party games for real. Oh no, I haven't seen that. As a matter of fact, I haven't played my Switch in a while. I'm thinking about just bringing all of those back into here, and just do more gaming videos for this channel. Keep doing the VR stuff, but also do some flat gaming. And I got the Xbox Game Pass, and I've got a few games for the Switch already. I've got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or whatever on the Switch. I've got the Mario Party 10 and a few other games, but those are the things that I really bought it for, was the Mario Party and the Mario Kart. But yeah, I thought about just bringing all of that stuff back here, but I'm hesitant to do that with the Xbox, just because if I can keep streaming the Xbox to back here and keep that working fine, then that also happens to be my Blu-ray player, and sometimes I want to watch a Blu-ray player on the bigly screen. But it's yeah. How much is it for the Retromania? Because I might go check that out. That'd be a good reason to break out my Switch. Switch to the Switch. I'm sorry, Aubrey. I'm taking you off the screen now. Everybody, say goodbye to our special guest, Aubrey Kate. Bye, baby. I'll see you later. You can bet on that. Virtually. But, yeah, I do have more games, too, on the Shield. And, I've got the Shore that we're definitely going to do at some point soon on the Shield, the flat version. Hell yeah. That could be within my reach. And I saw the hello. Sorry, I got distracted for a second there. But the fuck, what was I gonna even say, man? Completely forgot what I was gonna say. I was distracted by a butt. So that awkward moment when you were getting ready to say something, but see a butt. But oh yeah, I saw those previews going around YouTube for the AEW game, showing the footage. I mean, it's footage that nah. I've been Virginia, baby, born and raised. Born and raised. But, I saw that gameplay footage floating around. I mean, it's nowhere near the final build or anything, but, the graphics in the gameplay for the AEW game going around, I don't like that style. I mean, it's got a real retro feel to it, which is kind of cool. But, I really like that simulation thing. And what I like more than anything, or, well, I can't really say more than anything, but, is, matter of fact, the, the simulation, realistic thing with the WWE stuff has, losing Ukes was a huge blow to the WWE 2K franchise. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can bring up the console on here. Well, I hope I look familiar. I hope I look familiar. I don't know where my little familiar is. I guess he's in the back room. Okay. Oh, I gotta switch to here. And let me oh. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. That's why. Whoa, where did I go? Have to... Alright, let me get here because I have done lost myself. I'll put myself down in the corner. Oh, no wonder. I'm on the... I'm using the completely wrong mouse. God, I'm a dummy. Oh, yeah. There are no men like me. Only me. Alright, so I'm not like actually gonna pull the game up and play it, but um, I'll show you some. Well, let's see what that. Yeah, I can like show you some of these created characters. That's what I like. I like to come on here and use created wrestlers. I download some, or I've created a few from scratch. And you son of a bitch, Humphreys. You son of a bitch, Humphreys. You better connect that shit. Yo, connect my dots, baby. God damn it. There is a controller connected. But just to show you, yeah, some of these creative characters. Or calls, if you will. Are they still called calls? Calls! Oh my mind, come on, load the fucking screen, baby. Okay, there we go. Alright, this is kind of hard to see with my header up there, so let me remove my header. Later, head. Alright, creations, there we go. Alright, let's see, I'll just go through the list. And I don't even know how to pronounce her name, but no, we don't need to bring up the whole thing. But yeah, her, Andrea the Giant. I got the first of my transgender division, Bane, Psycho Shorts. She's my one of my well, actually, she's pretty much my imaginary wife on here. Yeah, I got my chubby Harley, and yeah. Oh shit, little wiener. Fuck, get back here, little wiener. There you go. This is my alternate universe me. Timpani. That's my alternate universe me. And I gave Zendaya nipples, yo. I gave Zendaya nipples. And damn, is that really all of them? I had like a lot more, but I didn't play it for a long time when I was playing 2K20, and then I gave up on 2K20, and I came back, and it lost all of my data. And so when get me back up here. Get me back up here. Oh. So, to go back and play it again, and play with any created characters, I had to go back and start downloading from scratch. I gave some of the originally included wrestlers. Where's my. Oh, yeah. New attires and stuff like that. And I gave some of them nippy nips, too. But that was part of the data that got corrupted, and when I had to go back and start over, and but I did recreate at least, I think, a couple of them. I can't remember which ones. I think I did one for Nia Jax, and yeah. So that's, I've got a few arenas that get a little bit NSFW with certain elements and stuff. So that's why the gameplay footage for that game will probably have to go on the House of Perv channel. Oh shit, wrong mouse, wrong micey mice. Yeah. Yeah, there are some nippy nip slips. There are some nippy slips up in that, up on my calls, up on my calls. And some of my transgender performers on there, like, don't wear shirts either, altogether, because you can't do that with the regular women characters on there. So what I did for the women characters was so what I did for the women characters was some of them I'd give them like that bikini top thing, and then it's a two color, so I'd make the strap like a different color so you could like clearly see the strap, and then try to make the center of the bikini like skin color, try to match it to their skin, and then put a period in on each side of the bikini and just blow them up a little bit so they look like nipples in the middle of them. And I put a little something down with SpongeBob too, you know, down at Bikini Bottom. Put a little something down there too. That's why it's called House of Perv, you know. As a matter of fact, I ought to go in there and tonight and create a new arena for House of Perv. That would be awesome. I have a House of Perv arena. That shit would be dope. As a matter of fact, I might do that, and then I'll just make the gameplay footage for the House of Footage in the House of Perv arena. Oh shit! I just had a light bulb live on TV, mama. Oh shit! Have some nippy nip slips. Oh shit! But yeah, then if I do end up buying the Lust for Darkness game, then that one definitely has to go on House of Perv, because um, seeing from other people's reviews and stuff people talked about on some YouTube videos, Lust for Darkness goes like some full penetration type stuff. Yeah, for real. I'm not super great at the at making the custom stuff, but um, I don't know. I think my character and my alternate universe, Timpani, um, you know, Tummy and the yeah, Tummy and the multiverse of gravy. Tummy and the multiverse of gravy. Um, those are two that I created from scratch, and there's a couple Psycho shorts I created from scratch, and they all turned out pretty good, but so tedious and time consuming. Create a wrestler mode in the 2K games. There's so much you can do with it, but it's just that it becomes time consuming. There's so much that you could do with it that it's extremely time consuming. I've sat there to create like one or two wrestlers from scratch, and end up taking 3 hours. Uh-huh. But then it's so much fun to play with them afterwards. But I never got as good at that as I did with the arenas. But the I have plenty of custom logos and stuff though downloaded from the other custom arenas that I downloaded off of their servers and shit before they went down. So you know, I can pull those in there too. And you know what? If I do that, well, actually, should just say when I do that because I'm probably going to do that. I don't think I'm going to even mention the name of the game or WWE in it at all. Because that just doesn't feel right. Because, you know, fuck Vince and fuck the WWE. I love all of the performers, you know, from there and everything. I love fucking wrestling and I support the workers, but I'm not going to support the company. You know. As a matter of fact, I'm also taking out the music from the game too, because mainly because I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike. But I'm thinking about taking off the announce team and shit too. So just be anybody talking over it would be me. I'd be the commentator live. Yo, what is up? Ain't no shit, dude. I can relate to that shit. Sometimes just waking up puts me back to sleep. Or like after those mornings where you wake up, you're like, all right, I'm gonna do, or shit. You wake up, you're like, all right, I'm gonna get up, and make my coffee or whatever, and blink your eyes, and it's like 3 hours later. You know. If I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have a shitload of nickels. I don't know how many because it's happened so many goddamn times. But I haven't done that in a while, actually. Well, I mean, the falling back asleep part, I do that a lot. But it's when I want to fall back asleep that I can't fall back asleep. But I haven't done a true wake and bake in a minute. That would actually probably make for a cool little vlog to do. But I don't know if I'd be motivated enough in the morning to do that because my hair will be everywhere. My teeth will be in the bathroom. And I don't know if I'd know how to start recording and all that shit that early in the morning or you know first thing when I wake up because when I wake up I'm just like kind of zombify myself around. I'm the kind of dude when I get up in the morning I have to drink a Mountain Dew and before I can make a cup of coffee. You know, I need a can of Mountain Dew to prepare myself to make a pot of coffee. Or as I used to just explain, I need a pot of coffee so that I can get up and make a pot of coffee. Yeah, I've been doing that as, you know, like a nighttime thing here lately. It doesn't work if I try to like take my medicine, kick back, and then, you know, wait until I start getting a little bit sleepy and then take a dab. Then I'll be up the whole fucking night. But as long as I've been smoking all throughout the day, you know, I get to that point at night and I'm watching TV and I feel myself, you know, getting a little bit tired, and then take a dab, and I'll just lay back and like put on like one of those like meditation, those 12-hour long like visual music meditation type videos or something, and like just blink my eyes and just right on out, baby. just right on out, out the window. But I I did wake and bake a dab. Was it a couple months ago, I think, and um, I didn't have no problems like in um, staying awake, I guess, after, because usually, well, I mean, I'm pretty much always gonna wake up, even if I go to bed stoned, I'm gonna wake up sober and stuff, and then I can't be sober, then smoke weed and immediately fall asleep because just I don't know. I mean, I can't. The same, I guess, the same reason I can't do it at night, because I think there's something in the back of my mind that's just like, well, if I fall asleep after getting stoned, then I'm kind of like wasting the buzz, and so it like just that just sticks subconsciously, and so I'll take a dab or smoke a bowl or whatever right before I go to sleep if I had already been sober, or if I had been sober leading up to that moment, and I just like I want to sleep, but like I kind of feel like I can't, But I mean, to be fair, I have historically had a chronic problem with insomnia. I mean, back in the day, before I had started taking the Seroquel, of course now I'm off of the Seroquel, but I would walk around town for a few days basically because I couldn't sleep. I mean, what I mean is I'd like lay down to go to bed at night and just toss and turn till about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then get bored and get up and just go walk around town. And, I would do that for like 2, 3 days until my body finally just crashed and I'd kind of just black out for 5 hours or something. And then get up and go through the whole fucking process over and over and over and over and over again. Looking back retrospectively, or whatever, there's no wonder I was fucking psychotic, because I was so goddamn sleep deprived. Yeah, I mean, when I was still on the Seroquel, I used to, every year I would have had this tradition of sitting up all Halloween night and the next day just watching horror movies. Uh, well, and sometimes like horror-ish type comedy movies too. Like I like to mix it up for Halloween, but I do that for like 48 hours basically, and the way that I would keep myself awake is just that I wouldn't take the Seroquel. So if I didn't take the Seroquel, I wouldn't sleep. And I relied on the Seroquel even when I first started taking it to sleep at nights, because what I mean is I couldn't sleep before I started taking the Seroquel. So that's what got me to agree to keep taking the Seroquel, was because I was sleeping at night. But yeah, so it's just insomnia is fucking harsh. And that, as a matter of fact, there is a kind of not so really funny, but kind of funny now story. I mean, keep in mind that I was also, in this instance anyway, this wasn't often that I did. I think it was Ritalin at this time, but I didn't do stuff like that very often. It was like once in a while kind of thing, and but yeah, I stayed up for probably 2 or 3 days doing Ritalin, and like crushing up pills and snorting them and shit, and with a buddy of mine, and we decided to go over to our homeboy's house and play some music. He had a big band room, drums and amps and everything. So we was gonna go over there and get our jam on. And my legs are fucking jelly walking the whole way there. And we get there, we start playing. I'm falling all over the place. I look like Dave Mustaine after 3 bottles of whiskey at a show. You know? But, most of that wasn't from the drugs, though. It was from the sleep deprivation. Just because you can't function with that sleep deprivation. And that's when the hallucinations begin to increase, and sort of delusional thinking kicks in, and it's like part of your brain just isn't working anymore. I don't know scientifically what it to say, but sorry, I missed that comment. Yeah, I mean, a part for me is just that my mind, the way that I think, and I guess it's the ADHD type thinking, just that it's a mile a minute. There's like a million thoughts in the span of 0.2 seconds or 200ths of a second, and think about everything and anything and everything. Did I remember to turn the oven off? Wait, did I lock the door? Yeah. Do they really like me? Or, is that thing gonna happen tomorrow? Fuck, am I ever gonna get some booty again? Like, just a million fucking thoughts. But I'm so surprised now that I've actually been sleeping without the Seroquel for this long and this well. What's it been? Like, I think about a year or something now that I've been off the Seroquel. And I am taking hydroxyzine, which is it's an antihistamine to help me sleep, and it works. I'm sleeping, but part of that's because I'm just old, right? In my belly. That's where that ice cream went, in my belly. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Did I leave the relish sitting on the counter, or did I did I remember to put the chicken for tomorrow into the refrigerator, let that shit thaw? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, my dude, I did see your video today. When you posted it the first time, I thought you had meant that you had sent me a video like on social media or something. And I went and checked all my accounts, and I didn't see nothing. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I didn't even think about you posting a video on YouTube. So then you posted it again today, or was it yesterday, whenever it was. And fuck yeah, man. Pinball is my gravy, baby. Pinball is gravy. Yeah. Again, I think that a lot of that is just that I think my sleep apnea is so advanced, and I've gotten old-ish, but the usual, there are still some rough nights, but usually, I take the hydroxyzine and I'm asleep within, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours at least. So if I take it at 10, I could fall asleep anywhere between like 11:30 to around 1:30. Usually. I mean, there's some variances there, obviously, but it does help to take a big dab somewhere in there and just like lay back and just kind of melt, you know. I think that's what it is. And those like hypnosis and meditation videos have really helped a lot too. Um, the meditation and hypnosis videos didn't work for me at first, but then I realized it was because I was doing it wrong. Let's go back to this other view just for the fuck of it. But you know, uh, the reason was because I'd watch them and try to fall asleep while I'm watching them, kind of thing, and I was doing that wrong. You know, I should. It works better to do it as. Still looking at that camera. It works better if you do it as an exercise before you get ready to go to sleep, just because you know, it's a good way to relax and, just kind of train your body to relax and be ready for rest. It worked. It works pretty good for me anyway that way. Um, Sometimes the hypnosis videos can be hard to fall asleep. I mean, to be fair, I'm not really hypnosable or hypnosable, whatever the terminology is, hypnotizable, I guess, because, um, I try some of them, and like some of them I've tried like really hard to, like just totally lose myself into the hypnosis and everything. But I think it's again the way that my mind races. I just can't focus enough to really be hypnotized. But, so if I try to watch like a hypnosis video while I'm trying to fall asleep, I'll start dozing off, but then I hear them talking in the background and just like, huh, what? What are you talking about? Kind of thing. What'd you say over there, Aubrey? Yeah. But if I do like a hypnosis video in, you know, tw- say 20, 30 minutes and then kick back and, put on some soft piano music, some white noise, or, just whatever, and take a dab, lay back, then, you know, gravy after that. That's the reason, even though I'm, I guess, not hypnotizable or hypnovisible, whatever, you know, I am able to get some like relaxation type of feeling from that stuff, because like there'd be like I feel like I'm falling into hypnosis and all that, when they start counting backwards, and when I say one, you blah 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 blah, and you'll get up and you'll go to the bathroom, poop, call Nana, and say hello or whatever, whatever the goal of that hypnosis video is. Um, but then it's just like my mind trails off, or like my leg itches, or I've got to pee, or something that just takes my mind right out of it. But I do get some good relaxation out of it in the process. Huh. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I find that just eating, like later in the evening or right around the time that I'm taking my medication, also helps me, because, um, sometimes I sit there, eat my bowl of hot sketty, and, 20 minutes just, oh, I'm awake. You know, just right on out, baby. Uh, yeah, do that on a big fucking ham, baby. I could go for some ham. But like to me, sometimes eating at night, it's like everything is turkey. Everything is turkey. Um, But of course, I mean, my diet pretty much consists of, hot chick thighs, hot cheese sketty, 4 cheese pizza, sometimes taco bowls, hot taco bowls, hot mini taco bowls, but like a pound worth of meat. Sometimes a pound and a half, depending on, what they got. But, yeah, it's, I don't do cereal much anymore just because cereal's not the type, I don't like to eat cereal often. And I need to have milk, but I'm not going to use the milk often enough for it to stay good long enough to use it. I mean, like it's going to go bad before I fucking use it again. I'll get like 2 bowls of cereal, maybe a thing of pancakes out of it, still have like that much milk left in the fucking thing, and then it goes bad before I'm ready to use it again. But sleeping is definitely not much of a problem for me now. Thank God, Tom Cruise, Spaghetti Monster, Diana, Taco Supreme, Optimus Prime, whatever, if anything, is out there. If nothing else, if nothing's out there, thank you, mother. Thank you, great mother, for having me in a place where I can get to sleep at night. As a matter of fact, Danny, you probably remember those days of me walking around up the Greenville Avenue at 5 o'clock in the morning, all sleep deprived and just roaming around. Roaming around the streets of Stanton with my little headphones on in the middle of the night, just singing and rapping, all through Stanton. Oh, here comes Timmy G. They didn't call me Tummy back then, obviously, because I was like maybe $1.30, depending on how far you want to go back, or what point you want to go back. But, we was talking about that. So, all right, we're going to get ready to wrap up. But first, I said what we was going to do. So I guess the Koosh is going to win Oosh. And bear with me as I get our gravy ready. I hope you enjoyed the view of my John Cena booty. It's called my John Cena booty because you can't see it. Or is it even there? I don't think it is. I don't think it's there. It's either invisible or it's there. Or it's not there. Something like that. Yeah, right. Man. Oh, fuck. I hate this goddamn package. It's like always stuck in the styrofoam. But, well, not styrofoam, whatever. But, we had some times back in the S-Town, baby. We had some times. Before I fire it up. Yeah. That's some Kimbo Koosh. And I'm going to wait until the countdown is ready before I actually scoop. So let me get the countdown ready. And I will dab it like Freddy. Freddy Betty. Well, actually, I don't know if I've ever seen Freddy dab. Maybe. And we're heating, we're getting it hot, just like Mama used to get. Caw-caw. I have no idea what the fuck I'm even talking about, little man. But I'm special. I'm special. And I feel me in here. In my shoulder. I feel you in my shoulder, little dude. I think that's about holding noof. Yeah, that's pretty hot, baby. I make it hot. Hot picante style. Oh, baby, you like my hot picante style. I make it hot like, what he said, I make it hot like Corrida de Nana or whatever. Make it caliente, baby. Fuck, come over here. Come over here, you fucking crumbs. Alright, I would show you the dab before we dab it up. But this shit is so crumbly, I don't want it to like fall off the tool and, you know, end up in this shag carpet. Because that would suck, man. Losing my good rosin, man. This shit is fucking $90 a gram. But it's fucking gravy, baby. It is delicious. Ooh, we almost ready kind of gravy, baby. 2, 1. Happy dab, baby. Happy dab. I remember which cameras. Ooh. Oh, shooby-doo, shooby-doo, shooby-doo. Wow. Oh, bear with me. Oh. That one caught me in my gravy. Oh. That was very nice. That was very, very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so yeah. New videos should be up coming this week. And we'll be back again next Sunday for the live stream. So I'll see y'all then, babies. I love yous. Bye. Bye, guys.